Hey guys, so as you know, we're doing a little bit, something a little bit different this time around. Instead of the clean eating group, we're actually going to do, we're calling it Summer Fitness Boot Camp, and it's going to incorporate Shakeology. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you, and we'll get right to it. So I've already created an Evite, or a Facebook event that everyone can use to share. This is going to be just kind of a training so that you understand what all is involved in this new group. So I've done this actually a few times before. I haven't done it with a team, but I have done it on my own, and I know that it can be successful. And it's going to be a great opportunity for your customers to be able to try Shakeology as well as Beachbody on demand without the commitment of, a month's supply. So this first screen is our flyer that you can share on Facebook. The idea is that we would want to have 2 to 3 of these with the same information, but maybe just a different look. But this will be the first one. So as you can see, it's got a little description. The idea is we're using the best of the Beachbody fitness programs, and I'll go more into that. Shakeology, there's 2 price options, as well as there will be a couple free gifts, and we'll go into that also. Okay, so the purpose of this is to really give people the opportunity for 5 to 10 days of Shakeology without the month-long commitment. So first of all, it's going to be 10 days of Beachbody On Demand workouts, and we will specify those. So we will have a little calendar made up of the workouts that they will try. Now, the idea would be that if they have a favorite workout for the last 3 days, they can complete the ones of their choice. But the idea is to take them through the different programs and just show them variety and let people see that there's a lot that's available. So the way we're going to enroll the customers is through the Coach mobile app. That is the idea. So we don't want to necessarily have to use the step-by-step process, but so using the Coach mobile app, we can actually get their club and their Shakeology ordered. The club and the Beachbody On Demand is really the free part of the group, along with our complimentary coaching. Sorry for the delay in my speaking. Okay, so the Shakeology portion. Each participant will be required to purchase at least 1 sampler pack of Shakeology. So as we know, we have 2 sampler packs. The main one has 6 meals. It has all the flavors. And then we also have a vegan one, which we will come back to, but for someone who only needs a vegan option. So where do the 10 meals come from? Where does that 10 option come from? Right here. That option comes from a customer ordering one of the 6 meal flavor samplers, and then also one of the vegan, meaning they're going to have 6 vegan packets and 4 regular packets. And that is okay, because ultimately both Shakeologies are extremely healthy, and we really want everyone to get a taste of everything. Especially since some people, for whatever reason, might have a sensitivity to whey, protein, or dairy, or whatever it is. To drink vegan Shakeology doesn't mean you're a vegan. It just means that's the one that you prefer. And in some cases, it's the one that people can only drink. So again, we're going to use the Coach mobile app. We would select both options, ideally, And then the coaches, we will provide 1 complimentary packet for those who go with the 10 meal orders. And currently, myself and Coach Allison, we have sampler packets that we can, that we would be happy to, you know, send to your customer as long as you're the one who pays for it. So basically, if you have 3 customers who order a 10-day and you need 3 packets, you let us know what flavors, and if they're available, you know, those will be the ones sent. And then you would just send us a check. Now remember, you would be making commission off of their order. So you're really not losing any money. So that's kind of how that works. So the next slide, I've gotten a little stuck on here. Okay, so how will the money be handled? Okay, so again, first of all, your customer will first go through Team Beachbody. They'll order their choice of sampler pack as well as the club membership trial. I said their choice because either they're ordering a single regular pack, which has all 6 flavors for the 6-day version, or they can order both sampler packs, and that's our 10-day version. If someone is vegan only and they want to order more, we'll handle that on an individual basis, where one of us coaches will actually have vegan packs to be able to send to your customers. Okay, so sorry for the repetition, but if at all possible, we want to use the Coach mobile app. It makes things so much easier, and I'm going to show you how to do that. I think PayPal will be the best method in terms of transferring money from one person to another when it comes to coaches. Unless you have the same bank account, then you can do it that way. For example, me and Coach Jessica, we both have Schools First. I can transfer money directly to her account, and she can do the same for me. So depending on what bank you have, that might be an option. Otherwise, PayPal is awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to walk you through the Coach mobile app. Okay, you can do this on your phone, or you could do this on your computer just by going to coachmobile.com or Coach mobile app. If you Google it, it'll come right up, but everyone should have it already on their computer. Okay, so when you go to your home screen, and here I've input the customer who, you know, which is myself right now, but I'm inputting a customer here. And yes, you have permission. So that's the first step, pretty simple. If you're enrolling a new coach, you click that, or a new customer, you click down here. The next step is you put in their information. Sometimes I enter a phone number, sometimes I don't, just depends. It really doesn't matter because they can update any information anyway. Okay, so you put in their name at least, and then we are going to shop now. Enrolling without a purchase would mean that they're just getting a free Team Beachbody membership, but we're going to do shop now. Okay, so this next slide, and I'm sorry I'm not in the slideshow mode, but I wanted to make sure that this video went through. Okay, so next it says shop challenge pack. Well, we're not doing a challenge pack in this case. We want to do Shakeology sampler. We want to do the club membership. So we're going to actually skip the challenge pack purchase. Skip challenge pack purchase, which then brings you to this screen where you can now select as many individual items as you like. Okay, so first thing we're going to select is we're not getting any product, we're not getting any fitness program, so we're actually going to skip that. Well, we are going to select Shakeology. So this is what it looks like to select Shakeology. Select Shakeology and press OK at the bottom of the page. Okay, so you're going to select the one that they want. Now, I need to triple check because I'm wondering if we can select more than just one Shakeology at a time. Okay, but for now, We just select one. We'll say this person's going with the six meal. Select it, you press OK, which brings you to the next screen. And that is, it's actually going to bring you back here. And then you're going to select membership level. Okay, right now it's on free basic, but when I go to membership level, sorry, I'm going to click club upgrade. Now I know that it says $38.87, but that will not show up because of the free trial. So just click club upgrade. Don't worry, nothing is permanent until you've actually sent it through, and that's not for a couple more screens. So then you press OK. So now you can see I've got Shakeology Super Sampler. I've got the Team Beachbody Club at $0, so I'm only paying for the sampler. Okay, add it to the cart, and then your cart looks like this. Okay, so again, it shows the sampler, it shows the club, shows the total, tax and shipping will be applied at checkout. Once you submit, what happens is it just says, okay, an email has been sent to your customer, have them please complete the enrollment. Okay, so it's that simple. So you can feel free to go through these slides again and just, you know, for directions, but overall it's pretty simple. And you can also modify orders as well. And, but if you need help with modifying, just let me know, or Coach Allison is also very, very familiar with it. Okay, so the dates of the boot camp. This is something a little different. We've got two different start dates. We've got July 6th through 15th and July 13th through 22nd. You'll notice that each portion runs 10 days, but there will be a 3-day overlap. And what we're going to do is we're going to keep the same group up and running. We're just going to have a couple days overlap. So basically, when the new group is ready to start on the 13th, we'll add them and it'll be like, hey, welcome. These guys are just getting started. And we'll just keep going from there. Same old, same old. We're not going to have a huge, big introduction. We might point back to, you know, make sure your measurements and weight and that stuff is taken. But other than that, it's just going to be ongoing. So for us as coaches, it's going to pretty much look like just about a 15-day group. Okay, let's moving on. So how will the group be run? Oh, okay, sorry, eating menu. I'm like, menu, what does that mean? Okay, menu. So there's gonna be a menu available, but it's not gonna be a huge part of the boot camp like it is in the clean eating. The idea of the clean eating is it's all about the menu. Shakeology is extra, the workout is part of it, but it's all about the menu. With this one, it's all about Shakeology and the workout. So we will provide a menu, really just the same one as the last clean eating, because that, you know, that's fine and good. People can use it or they don't have to. One issue people have is that they are hesitant to follow the menu exactly, and they run into challenges, and that makes them lack confidence and sometimes, you know, even kind of stop. So this is not about the menu. This is all about a shake. One shake a day and 30 minutes of exercise. Okay, so it'll be run similar to clean eating groups. Watch this, because I am not in preview mode. I can actually edit. So there will be an admin coach, you know, who kind of does the main posting, and that person will post a morning encouragement as well as what that day's workout is, and also an evening check-in. There will most likely be a calendar for the workouts also, but the morning post will have an encouragement and a reminder of what that workout is. All other coaches in the group who have challengers in it will be responsible for commenting and checking in on their customers, as well as sharing what they did on their own check-in. Now, ideally, we want to try different workouts and kind of be doing the workouts that, you know, we're putting on into the challenge group. But, you know, if nothing else, just make sure you're doing something that you can share about. Okay. All coaches will commit to sharing one recipe and one fitness tip on a single day. So in the whole 15 days, anyone who is not the admin coach will only have to share just one day. So one day, and that'll be a recipe and a fitness tip. So I hope that makes sense. And that's one thing that makes it so awesome doing it as a team, because otherwise that coach is the admin, the commenter, the liker, the person who checks in with everyone, as well as the person who posts everything every day. And honestly, Beachbody makes it really easy because they have templates and they have guides that we can follow. But I did it by myself for about 8 months, and it was awesome, but it's so much better having a team and being able to rely on people, and also for our challengers to be able to hear from different coaches. You know, if you've got challengers in the group, they don't want to hear only from me. They don't know me, they know you, so they want to hear from you. Okay, so how are we advertising this? The first thing, or one of the biggest ways, is going to be a Facebook event. This gets a lot of people's attention. Oh, I said Evite. Again, event. It gets a lot of people's attention, and you can invite everyone on your friends list, and you know, let people choose if they are interested or not. I have done this a few times in the past. I tend to get a ton of interest in the first place. Then I follow up and I give a little bit more details. In this case, the details are really you know, already out there for people to see that, yes, this costs money. It's not a free group completely, but is it a great bargain? Of course. Are you going to get great results? Yes. And is there a money day or a money back guarantee? Absolutely. So with that event, please share it. Please ask your friends to share it, you know, with whoever. Let people invite people. You know, just pull in as many people as you can with the event. Okay, with the next is personal invites. Just because we post an event, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't invite personally as well. Okay, that's basically the same thing as there being, you know, a birthday party for someone, and you hear about it through the grapevine, or you see a poster about it, but it's so different when your friend comes up to you and says, hey, I wanted to invite you to my kid's birthday party. You know, it makes you feel more important. So we want to make sure we do the personal invites as well. Someone is waiting on you. Don't be timid. Know that the right person is going to come along, and you just have to be willing to invite. Okay, so also there's going to be the flyer, which is the blue one that I showed you to begin with. And that's the first one. And like I said, I hope to have a couple. So if anyone wants to step up and just use that same information and come up with something basic, but that looks different, that would be so awesome. And we can all share it, and we can kind of just, you know, scatter how we put it out there over the next couple weeks. But currently we have one flyer, but the goal would be to have 2 or 3. You can share it on Facebook, Instagram. You can email it to people, however you want to do it. Just get the word out. I have a couple people who I started inviting already, and they immediately were like, yeah, give me the information, you know, I'll share it with friends. So my idea is to email them the flyer, and they share that flyer with friends, because guess what? Their friends are not, we don't always have friends in common. In fact, a lot of times there's a lot of friends we don't have in common. Okay, also use your money back guarantee when necessary or when you're sensing objection. So we don't always have to throw it out in the forefront, but, you know, it's definitely something to add in when you hear that little hesitation, like, well, I'm not really sure, you know, then you can throw, it's money back guarantee. There's really no risk. You know, you can send back your empty packets. You know, do we want them to do that? No, but do we always want it to be an option? Yeah, because ultimately we don't want people participating in something they don't want to be a part of. So, okay, next slide, Bodymetrix. What is Bodymetrix? Well, I know many of you are familiar with them, at least in general, and that is the company. She's a friend of a friend who's now kind of my friend, and she has this company where she does professional measurements and body assessments, and it really helps you understand your body, and so that you can really cater your fitness and your nutrition to really, you know, help you get the best results. And it also helps because you guys know when we measure, the best that we can do still isn't 100% accurate. Well, this stuff is 100% accurate. You really get to see the difference. It's really awesome. So I just put a web link there that where you can go, excuse me, and customers will be able to go and, you know, just talk to Marley, who's the owner, and get information on that. So, so you can direct, you know, if you get questions about that, just ask me and I will get information for you. I'll get you whatever it is that you need. Okay. Here we go on to the next slide. So challenger transition. So how are we transitioning the challengers out of this group or after this group? Well, our normal options. First, we've got the 21-day group that's going to begin August 3rd. In order to be in that, you've got to have a club membership or the club trial, or you've made a purchase. The second option is the Fit Club, which, as we all know, is kind of like a little bit less, you know, lesser accountability, less just going on in that group. The coaches aren't posting all day, every day, and encouraging and following up and all that. It's more of just, you know, putting information out there and you know, being an encouragement and staying connected and keeping people connected to a community of people who are still working at those fitness goals. Okay, a couple last tips. And just personal development. You want to make sure that you record the date that your customer signs up so you can remind them when their trial period is over. Remember, everyone in this group is going to participate with Beachbody On Demand. That means every single person is going to have a 30-day deadline. We don't want people to miss that deadline and get charged. Now, the good thing about Beachbody and about the club membership is if for some reason they did get charged, it's very easy to reverse. They'll do it even up to a couple weeks into it, but ultimately we don't want to have to do that. You know, customers get upset when their credit card was charged when they were told it wouldn't be. So we want to make sure that you keep your dates accurate, which does take a little organization. I actually now use a business board that where I can see it every day. And even with that, you know, I still missed one. It was a real bummer, but, you know, that happens. And then also next for development, I posted this in Team Courageous Health Warriors, but please do listen to the podcast that I've got pasted there. And I will post these slides in Team Courageous Health Warriors so that you will have them and so you can actually click on the podcast. But basically, they go through all the different types of objections that you might get and how to handle them. And so since we're talking about Shakeology, and we know that sometimes that can be a big objection because people know that it's awesome and want to really try it, but they let the price get to them without actually, you know, making a really good, you know, informed decision about how to move forward. So this podcast gives a couple great tips on how to overcome objections and not get dismayed and not get discouraged, but to move forward, and how to help our customers to understand, you know, why something might be a good choice for them. So that is basically the bulk of the information on how this next challenge group is going to be run. So please, again, feel free to ask any questions. We don't have it all figured out by any means. You know, this is new. Beachbody On Demand is brand new. So doing it this way is new for us, but other coaches have done it, and I know have done it successfully. June seemed to be a slightly slower month, and I really think it had to do with school getting out and just crazy busyness. There's so many graduations, so many promotions, and so we'll see how summer is, but might as well try something new, give it our best shot. Okay, thanks guys.